always from the heart of the city, and now on demand 24/7 on the CHFI website. This is the soundtrack to Memory. And I'm Don Jackson with lovers and other strangers around the world on the internet. In our last program, I mentioned the flower of the Alzheimer's Society, the Forget-Me-Not. It got me to thinking about our incredible memory, what's stored away in there, what gets added each and every day, and yes, over time, what sadly gets deleted. Thomas Sowell, from The Vision of the Anointed, published by Basic Books, wrote, and I quote, "Memory is what makes us who we are. If we lost all our memory whenever we fell asleep at night, it would be the same as if we died and a new person woke up in our body the next morning." Unquote. Sounds a lot like the film 50 First Dates, starring Drew Barrymore, doesn't it? This hour, From Memory, with lovers and other strangers from CHFI.com. Luther and Dance with My Father, Natalie with her father, Unforgettable, and the Beatles with Yesterday. I can't wait for their Rock Band Special Edition game coming soon. Should make for a lot of great memories. My son tells me there will be the favorites as well as some never-released material. David Owen from the Atlantic Monthly wrote, "The popularity of video cameras arises from a simple misunderstanding. Somehow people have the idea that they won't mind being old if they can turn up on the TV and see what they were like when they were young. This is not true. The best memories are ones that have been allowed to evolve unhindered by documentary proof. I often cheer myself up by thinking back on my days as a football star. These recollections would be less thrilling if they were accompanied by a video showing that I weighed 80 pounds and spent most of my time on the bench. Memory is better than video because it's free and doesn't work very well." David Owen in the Atlantic Monthly. Lovers and Other Strangers from Memory, and from CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Don Aslett from Clutter's Last Stand, published by the Writer's Digest Books, wrote, and I quote, "Experiences shouldn't be pre-recorded to be aired later in life. I've watched people at a nature reserve so bent on collecting records to enjoy later that they missed the beauty of the park. They were so busy shooting pictures, buying souvenirs, T-shirts and maps, that they never took a minute to stand and soak in that spectacular place. We can't pre-record our life to replay, because at the replay, we're only spectators. The joy comes from the participation. Preoccupation with preservation doesn't heighten an experience. It diminishes it." Don Aslett from Clutter's Last Stand, published by Writer's Digest Books. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Cook with The Time of My Life, Faith Hill, There You'll Be, and Celine Dion, And My Heart Will Go On. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Milton Kundera, in The Act of the Novel, published by Grove, wrote, "Inexperience is a quality of the human condition. We are born one time only. We can never start a new life equipped with the experience we've gained from a previous one. We leave childhood without knowing what youth is. We marry without knowing what it is to be married. And even when we enter old age, we don't know what it is we're heading for. The old are innocent children of their old age. In that sense, man's world is the planet of inexperience." Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Lovers and Other Strangers on demand from CHFI.com and iTunes. In sync, and this I promise you, and RyanDan with the face. Ted Williams in Stone of Farewell, published by Daw Books, wrote, "Never make your home in a place. Make a home for yourself inside your own head. You'll find what you need to furnish it. Memory, friends you can trust, love of learning, and other such things. That way, it will go with you wherever your journey." Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com. Kelly Clarkson and Breakaway and Mychael Buble headed back home. Lovers and Other Strangers from CHFI.com and iTunes. Diane Ackerman, in A Slender Thread, published by Random House, wrote, "As anyone setting out on a walk knows, it's hard to empty your mind of worry, analyzing, and hurting. Your agitations travel with you, and you rehearse dreaded or hoped-for conversations. But if you can, give yourself a mental vacation. Leave home all the worries, hurts, and misgivings. Then you can set off to enjoy the sensations of being alive. The beauty of light, the bird calls, the wind and sun on your face. Freed from the commotions of your mind, you can allow yourself to be the photographic plate on which the world etches itself." Diane Ackerman in A Slender Thread, published by Random House. I've always liked that quote. Tonight, Lovers and Other Strangers from Memory from CHFI.com. Good night, sweet dreams. I'm Don Jackson.